Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious. This is episode 91, brought to you on Monday, October 2nd, 2017, at approximately 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm happy to be back in front of your eyeballs and in your ears again. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Larry, aka Bluemanrule. I am joined, as usual, by my main Damie. I guess my main dude is none other than Mike, aka Scarfinger, aka Real Talk. What's up, though?
What's up, dude?
Nah, man, just chilling.
Man, okay, so what was really happening is I was loading the YouTube page so I could see the chat, and I heard you start talking, and then you were talking at the same time, and then I was like,
same thing happened to me, dog. Same thing happened to me, son.
Yeah, so I was just sitting there like, okay, which one is okay. So I went to get, I got a chance to pause it, and then I went, okay, so that was my intro. What's up, dude? I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was just kind of like, what's up?
Yeah, right. Hey, man, so let's look at before we get into a couple of things, man. Look, just madness going on today, man. Well, over the weekend, we had that Vegas thing, and we're gonna talk about that here a little later, man. But
I don't really know the details because I only heard about it. I heard about it this morning. Okay, but I don't know the details. All I know is 50-some people dead, 400-some people
wounded.
Were wounded. It was a country concert, Jason Aldean or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, bruh, how you shoot up a country? That's supposed to be your boys.
Right, exactly. That's supposed to be your Damies now.
And of course, just like all of these, no one wants to call this dude a terrorist.
Right. Look, man, if you incite terror, then that's technically the definition. I mean, what you want me to say, dog? I mean, there's no sugarcoating going on in this thing. So, I mean, it is what it is, at least so I say. So, let me go ahead and pop out this chat. I don't know if we got folks up in here yet, but I got it popped out, so we're good to go. But look, before we get into all of that, because we will get into some deets and stuff. But actually, no, let's just go ahead and talk about it. So, look, a lot of prayers out for my boy Walter, aka Deuce. He lives out. He just moved to Vegas because I mentioned a few weeks on the show. He came through Oklahoma, him and his wife and his son, and they came through Oklahoma City. We went and ate, and we went and kicked it. And he was traveling across the country, and he was going to go settle down in Vegas to move away from St. Louis because it was so dangerous. So I texted him today. I hadn't heard anything, so I hope he's all right. I really do. But I hope things get turned around. I'm gonna hit his Facebook page here in just a moment. But
he one of us?
Yeah.
Then you gotta worry about. He's all right.
Okay. Yeah, and he used to be a track athlete. So the second he was on fire, I'm pretty sure he took off.
But it was a Jason Aldean concert.
You bogus. But you right. But you right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think he's okay. Now, worried about anybody that he might know might be a different thing, but I think he's okay.
Right. I think you're right. I was just a little concerned is all. So many prayers for the families and friends of those who did lose loved ones today. Hey, what's going on, Keith? Man, thanks for joining. So it's just crazy, man. But what was funny is that my CO. He was talking to me today, and he's also a frat brother of mine, but we were talking, and he said, you know what? People are talking about what they're going to do now about guns and stuff, and he was like, absolutely nothing. He said, if they didn't do anything after Sandy Hook, after all these other incidents that involved guns, and, it's like, what they going to do now? What they going to do now?
It's my thing is, and I was just talking to my girl about this, like, bruh, the last couple of weeks, we have been spending so much time talking about rich black athletes.
Right.
And the rich black athletes, the whole point of what they're doing is the fact that we are not treated well, and especially we are not treated well by the police. Right. And the police is always looking at us like we gonna do something wrong, and they try to stop it before it starts. Well, whenever these mass shootings happen, very seldomly is it somebody other than very seldomly is somebody other than a white man.
I mean, you're right.
Then all of these gun fanatics, you know what they always do? They do the same exact thing every single time. We need more guns. Somebody needs to be there with a gun so they can prevent this thing from happening. But how many times? I've only seen 2 headlines that I can think of in my lifetime where a mass shooting was prevented by someone there with a gun.
Okay.
And all they're going to say is, we just need more guns. Well, having more guns has not stopped these things from happening. It's not bringing back those 50-something people, and having more guns is not healing those 400-something people. And also, this dude popped off from a hotel room, as I understand it. Yes. So, like, there was nobody else there.
Right. So here's the first place. So yes. Right. So here's the thing. Apparently, and I'm trying to do this from memory because I'm looking at my phone, but it's not for that story. So he had 19 guns in the hotel room. I think he had 2 or 4 of them, or 2 of them on a tripod pointed out the window. And he had hundreds of rounds of ammunition. Hundreds. So my question is, like, why? How does that happen? How does someone, because he lived around Vegas, so obviously he didn't have to fly in, right? So you can't blame TSA, you can't blame airport check. He lived out there, right? Mm-hmm. And everyone said that he seemed okay. He liked gambling, and that's pretty much it. He liked going to the casinos, man. That was his deal. That was the suspect's deal. But they found him dead in the hotel room, which is weird because the police found him dead.
Why shoot all of these people before you kill yourself? If you want to kill yourself, then just show it to a police station, and show it to a police station. If you want to die, that you can show up to a police station with blanks in your gun and start popping off. Yep. Problem solved.
Right. You're right. You're right. And I don't. But again, like I said, it goes back to, we were talking about the mental health issue in this country and how it contributes to the incarceration rate. And weren't we talking about that? Or were we not talking about that last week? Maybe we were.
I know we've talked about it before. That's not saying that we talked about it on the show last week.
Right. But, it just brings to mind the conversation I was having with folks at work about how mental health really... How can you identify that? How can you get out in front of this issue? Like, how can you get out?
Do you got a fan or something on?
I think, but my ceiling fan is on, but it's normally on.
I don't know. It's just I'm getting some sort of.
Oh, it's probably because I turned my mic up really high. Let me turn my mic down quite a bit. How about that? Okay. So, is that better?
No, it's worse.
How's it worse? I don't hear what you hear.
Okay, Keith was the only one that said something in the chat, even though there's 3 people watching. If y'all hear the same thing I hear, it could just be me. But if y'all hear the same thing I hear, holler at your boy in the chat.
Right. Let me mute.
Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. So.
Yeah, when you mute it, I ain't hear nothing.
Okay. Well, let me turn my fan off. I'll turn my fan off here in just a second. So, but yeah, man, it just makes me wonder, like, how can we get out in front of this thing with the mental health issues? Like, how can we get out in front of it in a particular way?
The problem with the mental health issue is not just the people who are broken. The country is mentally broken. Like I don't know very many people at all that couldn't use a good therapist. Very many people at all. Like, I have a therapist. But a lot of people, there's a stigma attached to it, and people's like, oh, I'm not crazy or anything like that. I don't think I'm crazy, but there's sometimes you need to just drop some stuff off to somebody that's not going to judge you for it. Right. No, now you sound really low. You turn your mic too far down.
I didn't turn my mic down. What happened is the thing found the wrong stinking mic.
Okay. But now you sound really far away.
Now it should be better.
Okay, there we go.
Now it should be better. Yeah, it was. I told you, Google Hangouts defaults to the wrong stinking mic, and it was defaulting to my camera mic instead of my snowball. So that was a problem. So sorry about that, y'all. So I'm back up in this piece now. But continue what you were saying. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, it's just the fact that the mental health in general is really, really messed up in this country. Like people are not being taken care of. And you know, you could attribute a lot of this stuff to a lot of different factors. Me personally, I think that the death of the family has really contributed to a lot of these problems.
You mean as the nuclear family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that has led to a lot of what we're seeing now. And you know something? I noticed something the other day, because you know I watch a lot of marching band videos, right?
Right.
And so I was watching. It was bands marching in. It was a high school competition. I was just watching the bands marching in, right? First of all, you know you getting old when you see high school kids, and to some extent these days I see college kids in these bands, and I'm like, oh my God, they're just kids. Mm-hmm. They look like babies to me now. Like, right. And I'm like, yo, these are high school kids. And also, there was this band that was coming in, right? And they had 4 drum majors. And of course, you know, for anyone who knows anything about show bands, the whole JSU drum majors thing has really infected a lot of marching bands. So a lot of marching bands, their drum majors do the same thing that Jackson State. So when they were coming around the corner, the camera is pretty far back. And I was like, oh shit, they got 4 girls as drum majors. I was like, they got 4 girls as drum majors. That's awesome.
Nice, bringing heat. Were they bringing heat?
Until they walked around and I realized those were all dudes. And
what?
they were just extremely effeminate in their movements. And I had to stop the video because I just couldn't watch it anymore, because I was just like, at some point I thought, like, what's wrong with me? But I realized that the problem wasn't with me. The problem is the society that has made these extremely effeminate young men, because these are high school kids.
Right.
These are high school kids, and they were so like literally like a little bit further back from the camera. I thought all 4 of them were women.
Wow.
Were young women. All 4 of them. And I'm just like, man, this is a problem. Like I always knew that society was kind of breaking down, and I'm not a traditionalist, and I'm not a Knox type person.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
I mess with Knox, right. But I'm like I always say, I'm more of a live and let live. But that was it was jarring to me.
Right.
So it was jarring to me in a way that I didn't think I could be jarred.
But why? But just because it flew so much in the face of your expectations of what you expected to see?
Yeah, I was really just from going from being extremely happy for those 4 young women to realizing they weren't women at all.
Huh.
Made me feel like
that,
like holy, like did I mean, am I turning into Knox? Like,
no, you ain't. Absolutely not. But because Knox got a reason for his thought process. But
I mess with Knox. I mess with Knox, but that's my dude.
Right.
I love Knox like a play cousin. Like he my mama best friend kid.
That want to come over and never would ask before you touch your toys. Is that same one?
Yeah, that dude. That dude. No, Knox is the kid. Knox is the kid that that always makes you want to play with your toys, because you don't care about your toys at all. Like the only thing you want to do is play Nintendo. But he shows up, start playing with your Transformers, and now all of a sudden you want to play with your Transformers because because Knox went and grabbed them. Like that's
because Knox done went out and built a new battle scene that you didn't even think about. Like, you ain't seen that battle scene.
No, I don't even think it's just that. I think it's just the fact that it's Knox. You know what I mean? Like Knox is playing with my Voltron right now, and I got a problem with this. Now I want to play Voltron. I want to play with my Voltron. You go play with yours. Don't play with my Voltron. I know we all here for the cookout. I'm gonna need y'all to get the hell out of my room.
But now, because you done acted up, all of y'all in trouble. Ain't nobody playing with nothing.
Exactly. And ain't never your mama to do it. It's his mama that be like, It's all right. So ain't nobody playing with nothing. Y'all go outside. Get your ass a hug. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, my old well, I can't call him my current coworker because I don't work there anymore. I finally started my new job today.
Oh, congrats, brother! Congrats.
Thank you. It was a little rough, for the first day, a little rough.
Right.
But yeah, there was a hug in the fridge at work, and he's like, "What the hell are those?"
I say, I don't know what a hug is. What is a hug? You have to break it down.
Those little juices that when
with the little bears on it?
They look like a little barrel.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and a little full top.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Those are hugs. Okay, like so. There was one of those in the fridge at work. I don't know where it came from. Like it's just been there for a long ass time. So I never thought anything else about it. I was just like, oh man, I ain't had one of those in a long ass time since since my nuts dropped, and I didn't have to sit at the kids' table no more. You know what I mean? You get your voice deepen a little bit. And you're like, I'm going to give me a soda. Like, because when you're a kid at the cookout, you can't drink soda. You only can drink the hugs.
Right, exactly. That's all you get. Because you don't know who done brought the soda. Somebody ain't right. They ain't rinsed it off, and you can't trust things from certain people's house. So
yeah. Especially they got too many animals.
Right.
That your auntie with the cats.
Don't
eat none of her food. Don't eat none of her food. Don't let the auntie with the cats make anything that you care about.
No bacon.
She absolutely cannot make the potato salad. Like, absolutely not. She can't make the potato salad. She can't make the deviled eggs. Like, she might make you know what? That's your auntie with the cats is the person that you get to make the beans. Because the beans are kind of at a cookout. They're kind of like I could go for some beans. I might not go for some beans. I don't know about no beans today. So yes, you know what? That's right. Them hugs, they ain't got nothing to it. You just pull them Jones.
It's like 6 ounces of joy, and then it's gone. It's done. It's like 6 ounces, and the 6 ounces is like 5 seconds, bro. But listen, so you're talking about, dang it, man, you were just talking about these.
I got sidetracked.
But nevertheless, man, like, shoot, man. Never mind. We'll come back to it. We
were talking about what's wrong with our society, and I think right now I really think that I'm starting to turn into Knox, where you ask me what's wrong with our society, and I say, nigga, everything wrong, everything. Like me, I'm like I said, I've always been, man, just let people be who they are. Just let them be. As long as they ain't hurting nobody, we good. But like, I don't know how.
What up, Terrence?
I don't know how our society is gonna survive. Like,
right.
Like, let's be honest. I noticed this a long time ago, and I noticed this around the time with the Soulja Boy dance, right?
Okay.
Ooh,
which things were done.
Every time we come up with new dances, we get further and further away from the chicks we want to dance with. Like, there are no new dances where you dancing up on a chick.
Right. Well, you know what? This goes back a little time.
Including the little whip dance, where technically you're making sure there's nobody in front of you because you punch straight out in front of yourself to make sure that there was no one in front of you. And then you do the nay-nay, which if you got nuts and you do the nay-nay, I'm looking at you sideways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But then you do the nay-nay, and the whole purpose of the nay-nay is to put your hand up, wobble side to side while walking backwards away from anyone you would be dancing with.
Right. I don't believe in those type of dance moves. Listen, It all started with, if you think back to Little John and the Tear the Club Up music, it started then. Because how many times you gonna dance with a girl and the chorus say elbow a MF? You know what I'm saying? Like, like put your middle finger up and tell them F you. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem. The problem is Lil Jon, when he was growing up, Lil Jon was the grunge. Lil Jon was the grunge king.
Yeah.
You know, Lil Jon's favorite song is Suicidal Tendencies, I believe is the name of the song. And it you know, it produced all of the crunk music and stuff like that, but he was a child that believed in mosh pits and such. And he put that into his music, and he basically brought mosh pits to black people.
But it's a little different though, because you know
it's a little different. You know, we're on beat, but he brought mosh pit, he brought the mosh pit mentality, where you show up to the club, y'all all get together, and you elbow an MF. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
To me, he brought a look, you don't like this dude, so let's handle it right now type of mentality. And I'm down with that. I'm all right with that. But at the same time, like, you forget the women in that. So we used to get in trouble. Simpson will attest to this when he hears this. We used to get in trouble with the ladies on campus because when we strolled at parties and stuff, it was just us, right? It was, you know, strolling the line and stuff. And they were like, look, we come to the party to support y'all and to dance with y'all, but y'all ain't dancing. We're like, you right. My bad.
No, because you supposed to, your song come on, you stroll, you get your stroll on, and then you go get up on something. There's supposed to be time for both.
And you know what the thing is, we weren't making as much time for both as we should have. So it took us a while to get the rhythm down, but once we got the rhythm down, we started mixing our CDs for our parties properly, right? So where you could take those breaks, slow it down a little bit, get up on somebody, and then bring it back. Exactly.
You like them Kappas?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why you do it like that? Why you do it like that? Look, man.
Taking their shoulders and squatting down and stuff.
Look, man. I'm not gonna be here to disparage any Black Greek letter organization. All I'll say is that, you know, we don't dance with mirrors. Like, that's all I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is y'all African. Why y'all repping for the Greeks?
Man, but we weapon for the Greek with African rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That's what the step shows were. So, so it was all good, man. We had a good time. But listen, man. So let me tell you about what happened to me this week, dog. Okay. So, you know, we talked last week about me going down to Dallas and everything and hooking up Knox's stuff, right? Hooking up his PC, which I was really, really excited about. And that's been working out well for him, right? But what I failed to report last week, I don't think I reported it, is that, you know, my house is being worked on next door. And the mofos next door back to my mailbox. A brick mailbox. Hit my mailbox so hard, they knocked the brick. So here's like the base of the brick, and they knocked it this way. And I'm like, how do you do that? And then guess what happened today? Came home today, they hit the thing again.
Niggas.
And I'm like, look, I already talked to the guy. He saw me out there cleaning it up on Monday morning because I took off last Monday when I got back from Knox's thing. I took off from work to go out and I cleaned up, and I actually ran to the people who own the place being built. And he was like, don't worry about it. If it's our fault, then we'll get it all fixed. We'll get it all done. So it's gonna be taken care of.
It's your fault. I did it.
So I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, So I come in today, I'm like, hold on, I cleaned that thing up perfectly where there were no other bricks in there. I'm like, and why are there more bricks knocked down? So I walked around in front, I'm like, these mofos and hit my mailbox again. Now listen, that's just today. What happened on Saturday morning was even worse. So Saturday morning, they already hit my mailbox once.
So you very much need to get you some speakers. Put them in your window. Turn on some Lil Jon.
Right. Elbow. So
you might have to fight a nigga too.
Oh man. So here's what happened. Hey man, I was thinking so much about going out there and just being like, man, but thankfully they left a note when they hit my stuff. They left a note in my door saying, "Hey, it's me. Give me a call. We'll get it done." Hey, lay back, you right. I may not have a mailbox much longer at that rate, but I need one to receive my mail, and I do not want to have to go pick up my mail. So
they better get you one of those nice little Rubbermaid joints. You know the Rubbermaid joints. you know you made it when you got one of the Rubbermaid joints. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I'm in a great neighborhood. My mailbox is brick, son.
No, we want no brick. We want the Rubbermaid joints. Rubbermaid.
But so this was happening Saturday morning. So I'm up because I get up early anyway, right? I'm up and the guy comes by, and one of the guys from next door, one of the brick masons from next door, comes by and say, because bless his heart, he doesn't speak much English, and it's early in the morning, so my Spanish ain't ready. And so he at the door, and he's knocking on the door. He's like, yeah, we need water. We need some water for house. I'm like, okay. So I went and brought him some water bottles. He was like, no. Like, we need water so he came to ask me for water to give him water for his mortar so he could brick up this other house. So this is what I did. So I turned it on, but the second I turned it on, I went and text the guy who owns the buildings getting built, and I went and text him and I said, look here, man. I said, your guys came over and asked me for water. I said, that's not something I'm responsible to provide for them. He's like, I'm sorry about that. They didn't know that the water is turned on. The meter is turned on. They just need to go over there and actually open up the valve. Yeah. He said, water, what?
That's definitely, we just had this conversation, but that's definitely a what's up with your man's type situation right there. I would have started my text would have started off with, what's up with your mans? They came over to my crib. After they done hit my mailbox, talking about they need some water for the bricks. Water for the bricks. Yo, how?
And he's like, he said, look, so I let it run for like 20, 30 minutes. And we followed up via text and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, if it's on, then I'm about to turn my stuff off. And he was like, yeah, go ahead and cut it off. He's like, I do have it going and everything. And I was like, he's like, I didn't know it was, dry enough to actually do brick today. I'm like, yeah, the weather's permitting and everything. But I asked him about matching the brick, right?
Exactly, King. Have you seen my mailbox? What do you mean? You asking me for water for somebody? Yo.
Dog. But he was supposed to do my mailbox as well, but I looked at his bricks and his bricks didn't match the color of my house, which the mailbox matches my house. And so I turned my faucet off, everything, man, and we got a gun. And I told him, he's like, well, it'll be a while because if we have to match the color of the bricks, I'm like, that's fine because you're gonna have to realign the mailbox anyway. And so
you got to put all this back,
right? Bring it all back. Look, put me back where I was. Put me back where I was before your man backed into my mailbox 2 times. Like, that's all I need. Twice. So yeah, dog. But yeah, I can't believe these violators wanted water, dog. They wanted me to provide them water to break up something that ain't mine that they done destroyed. So yeah, dog. So that's my life right now. I know it's first world problems, but I just thought y'all would find it funny.
I wish they would. Sure. My house. After y'all have destroyed my mailbox. Now, if y'all were doing this for my mailbox, I might be okay with this. But right. I am very much not okay with this to go do somebody else's stuff. That's ridiculous.
Dog. And on top of that, like, thankfully the mailbox is still standing so I can still receive mail. Right? But how you hit the same mailbox twice, son? How's that possible?
How you
So I just man, it's
okay. So where's your mailbox located?
It's on the curb, son. It's on the curb.
It's right on the curb.
Yeah.
So not only did you hit my mailbox, but that means that you had to jump the curb
to hit the mailbox. Not once. No, not once. How many times, Mike?
2 times. So
Keep saying, you kindly walked them over to your mailbox. Explain this, please.
I'm gonna need somebody. Somebody gonna have to provide me with some answers right now.
Look, Mike, you gotta understand, dog.
I need some representation. I need some business cards. I need to see somebody's license because
somebody's license.
Clearly, you shouldn't be driving whatever you're driving. Obviously, it's not a car. It ain't a car because a car ain't just really gonna destroy a brick mailbox in that manner twice.
Hey. Why daddy say, how you hit a mailbox twice? How, Sway? How?
Exactly. Somebody, I need the answers. Somebody need the answers, Sway.
But you got to understand, right? I cannot be hood, Mike, because I live in a neighborhood that has a homeowners association. I am literally the only pepper sprinkle in a sea of rice. No lie. Like, that's how it is out here in these streets. So if I go out here acting,
I'm gonna be the largest piece of pepper in that rice today.
Why?
Today.
Why? Like, it ain't gonna help you get it done.
But no. The first time it happens, it's like, all right, man, just stuff happens. I just need y'all to fix this. The second time that happens, I'm showing my whole ass. Like I'm showing, I am going to act a damn fool. I am going to act every bit of fool as y'all actually believe I can act. I am going to act. I am going to act as if the president told me to kneel. Like I am going to be defiant. I am going to be ignorant.
You gonna puff your chest up?
I ain't gonna puff my chest up. I ain't gonna puff my chest up. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. Somebody getting swung on.
Dude, that don't look. But you know, to Keith's point, he did say, you know, Ezel will clean that up for $2. Ezel $2. But you're right, Keith. Though, like.
Yeah, you get some crackheads to do that joint for you real nice. So you gotta find you some crackheads. I mean, apparently, you know, you can't find like a crack house in your neighborhood. You have to go to a cocaine apartment.
A cocaine apartment, right?
A cocaine apartment. You have to go to a cocaine apartment and find you somebody that can do that joint for you.
For $2. For $2. But nah, yeah, Keith, I am the peppercorn in this community. Like it is crazy. Like there's one more black dude down the street. He actually repairs lawn equipment. And then there's another guy who just moved in down the other direction because I literally live on an L. So it's like at the T Street. And so where you hit a T Street and you can go either direction. So if I live right here, I live like right here on this part of it. So like I could see down the street this way and I could see down the street that way. And there's a black dude this way, black dude that way. So
when y'all see each other, do y'all revolution real quick?
Oh man, it is all it's a lot of what up? It's a lot of what up, just so they know we got them. You know what I mean?
I see you playing.
Yep, I got you. Like it's a lot every time we drive through the neighborhood, even though my window's tinted, I still wave. And even though my windows is tinted, they still see me. So so yeah, man. What you mean I need diagrams, Jay? Come on, man. Come on, Jay. Said I don't need no diagrams, dog. I'm good. But all right, so I wanted to throw this out, man, because here we'll do it here at the end with game stuff. Let me throw this out here, Mike. So one thing that I've been watching, dog, that I watched that was on Netflix was the DefJam 25 comedy special.
I have not watched it yet.
Son. Okay.
Not yet. I'm going to. I've been watching a lot of Black Mirror.
Okay, I hear that's good.
It's greatness. There's an episode that I got a little misty. I ain't crying nothing.
Right.
And they want no thug tears. They want no thug tears.
No thug tears.
There is an episode in the first season. The seasons aren't very long. I think first season is 3 episodes. Second season is 4. Third season is 6, I believe, or something like that. But the third episode of the season is one of those that is like you can talk about this thing for hours.
Like, I remember that. Is that the one with the soldiers who had the thing where they were seeing the bugs?
No.
Okay, that's it.
I haven't gotten to that's I am on that episode now. I'm getting ready to watch that episode.
I heard that one is legit, dog. I heard that one makes you think.
All of these things are legit. Like there's one that was gaming that was there's a gaming one that actually, yo, bruh, I'm gonna tell you, you can tell that someone who is a gamer actually did this because they actually snuck in a "Would you kindly" in the episode.
Nice.
Nothing "Would you kindly." But Dan Trachtenberg did that episode.
Yeah. I like Dan from TRS, right? Wasn't he on Totally Rad Show with your boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that episode is really good. But there's this episode, and I'm not going to explain that. I'm not going to explain the whole episode. I'll just explain the premise. People are outfitted with a thing behind your ear that records your life from your view. And you can rewind and go back and enhance and zoom in and all kinds of stuff to your own memories.
Nice.
And something happens that starts this dude just really thinking about some stuff, and it just, the whole thing just as a discussion topic is amazing as a discussion topic, because you can think of this in so many different ways. You can think of it in so many. And you can think about it in so many different ways. Like, you know, you can ask yourself, who's at fault for this? And it could be there's a myriad of reasons why the things that happened at the end happened, you know.
Okay.
And so that one is cool. And then there's another one. There's, you weren't supposed to spoil it. I said I won't go spoil it. But it's not really a spoiler, but
don't say it. Don't say it. Only the people who can see the chat see it. So
no, I'm not gonna spoil it. But
okay.
there's another one. There's another one. And I'm not gonna explain anything about it. But it's called the San Juniper. And it's a masterpiece of, like, they're all basically movies. It's like it's the Twilight Zone with tech stuff involved.
Okay.
It's basically the Twilight Zone. Every episode is different.
That's what I hear.
Every episode is different. Now later on in these seasons, you do get
an overall through line.
No, you don't get a through line, but you get some callbacks to previous episodes.
Okay.
Like there are like small things here and there, like, you know, someone in this episode is watching TV, and on the scroll you get a news flash from something that happened in another episode, like that type of thing.
That's smart.
Or like there's a sticker on the guy's computer, and it's something from a previous episode, or like stuff like that. So that happened, and it's just really good. It's basically it's all like what happens when this in the near future, when technology takes over, and how just a simple change of technology can completely change your life. And there's only been the very first episode is the only one that's rooted in now. It's the only one that's really rooted in now.
Okay.
The rest of it is kind of rooted into like a near future type deal. But it's really good. In every episode except for one is masterful storytelling.
Okay, masterful is strong.
Masterful.
Is it as masterful as power? No, I'm just playing. Let's not get in power. But just
power isn't masterful. It's just really good storytelling.
Okay.
It's really good. It's not masterful.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take a look at it because it's been something I've been interested in. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've heard a lot of folks talk about it.
And then
It's pretty good.
I actually found a podcast because AfterBuzz has changed all of their stuff, so I don't listen to as much AfterBuzz, and they don't have a Black Mirror AfterBuzz. But I started listening to a podcast actually last night. It's called the Psychology of Black Mirror, where one of the guys on is a guy and a lady. I just started listening, so I don't know their names yet. But the guy on the show is a licensed psychotherapist.
Oh, nice.
So there's an element that he brings to the show that is
it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
It's a Netflix show. Apparently, it was a regular TV show in the UK, and then Netflix was like, "No, we need this.
Yeah, we got this. Let's go.
Yeah, we got this. I got you. Come on over here.
Apparently, Netflix hit their mailbox and had to make up for it.
Yeah. We gonna put something on it. We gonna give y'all a budget.
We gonna
give y'all a budget. Yeah. We good. We good. Come on, over here.
Yep.
But yeah, Black Mirror is good, and like I said, every one of these stories is completely different than the other. Like for the older people, it's really the Twilight Zone. But it's the Twilight Zone for a tech generation.
Okay. Word up. Now listen, that's cool. You have anything else that you've been watching or listening to before I slide into our last two topics and we get up out of here?
Anything that I've been watching or listening to, because I've only been playing one thing.
Right. I've been trying to play it. It's tough for me to get through it, man. We're referring to Destiny 2, y'all. Mike has finished it already.
I done already started my conservative Titan.
All right. Conservative Titan.
My Titan. You can't say a Titan. It's a Titan. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna kill some things. It's gonna be a good ride, bro. But I done already started my Titan. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Warlock Supremacy. I think I'm a level 8 with my Titan. Mm-hmm. And it's going okay. But I keep going back to my Warlock, and then we're doing all kinds of stuff. I'm unlocking like new guns and stuff like that. I unlocked the what's it called? The Mida multi-tool? I
have no clue, dog. You got me.
Bruh. That it's a scout rifle. And that joint clean, bruh. Clean. Nice. You unlock the mini tool by doing a quest, and then you get a thing where you got to do a whole bunch of stuff and turn it back into the gunsmith in order to get the multi-tool. But the Mida is, bruh, that joint is like I said, I see you, kid. The Mida is beast mode. Like all of them, I'm about a 270, 269, 270. That Mida dropped at 280 something. And bro, I'm just cleaning up with. Nice. I'm just cleaning up, and then okay. So I didn't play that much Destiny, even though Destiny 1, even though I own it on 2 consoles, and I own all of the expansions on Xbox. I didn't play that much, so I didn't do a lot of the extra stuff. Like I never actually, turned in my strange coins to Xur. Oh, okay. But he doesn't need strange coins now. He just needs the legendary shards or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I went and I got a 270 Risk Runner. Bruh, my Risk Runner. I had a Risk Runner that I got when I was like, I had a 155 Risk Runner, but that was before I learned how to infuse weapons.
See, now we're talking Greek, and like you done lost me and like 30% of the audience.
Yeah. I got one when I was like level 155, but I didn't know how to raise the level because I didn't know how to take old weapons and put it into that weapon and make it a higher level. So I left it alone for a while. So I had one. It's a SMG that builds up an electric charge and then it shoots out lightning to nearby enemies.
Nice. So it's like an arc projector.
Yeah, yeah. From the guy that you're shooting at, lightning shoots out and it starts shooting at other people.
Starts cascading. Nice.
Yeah.
Chain effect.
Yeah, so it's actually really cool. And I went to Xur and I bought a 271. I also had enough shards to buy armor pieces for my Titan, and I bought a hunter. I bought a hunter piece just in case, because of course I could put that joint in the vault, and as soon as I hit level 20, I could put that on my Titan.
I hear you. That's what's up. So you know, I'm playing and I'm still struggling through it. I really haven't had the time to sit down and play like I wanted to, so that's been a challenge. But I hope to get that game done soon, especially if I don't get it done now, it'll be next month when I start up Extra Life, which will be November 4th. So I wanted everyone to know that I am on a team. Come donate to your boy, Mike. If you got an Extra Life squad, man, let me know and I'll throw it out here so people can donate to you.
I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then stuff keep getting it. I want to do it. I want to do it myself. I want to support CHKD because they actually helped my daughter. But I just, you know, a lot of times when I donate specifically to. I go through the Extra Life website and I donate specifically to the hospital that I want to go to.
Right, and that's the great thing.
I wanted to go to.
That's the great thing, because you can donate specifically to the hospital that you want the funds to go to, and it normally goes to the one that's here, because my niece had to use it for a while when she was younger. But so I highly recommend it. Look, get out there. You know, I have a small goal of 120. So yeah.
You said how do you spell that? How do you spell Titan?
Yeah, Titan. TYDAN.
Titan.
Or IN.
No. It's two I's.
2 eyes.
No, it's 2 I's. It's TIIDAN. Titan.
Okay. All right. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. But no, I highly encourage folks this year. You're gonna have a lot of people out there that you can donate to. But you know, donate to your boy. And I put on a really long stream last year. I think I played through all 3 Mass Effects last year on my stream, and I played through some of the Dragon Age Inquisition and some Battlefield 1, and Scar was out here with me. And this year it's going to be some Destiny more than likely, and it might be some Nioh when it releases on the PC. Because Mike, we were talking.
You mean the R&B singer who thinks he's Michael Jackson?
Not that Nioh. That's Nioh, not Neo. That's Nioh. I'm talking about that PS4 exclusive that came out. It ain't exclusive no more.
It
ain't exclusive no more. It's coming to PC, son, and I'm excited about that because that means PC players get a chance to play PS4 exclusives, and I am hype about that. Not only because I predicted that, but because that means they get really legit experiences. And now this game will run at 60 frames, y'all. Like, it ain't gonna be no joke. You can actually open up different weapons and play certain modes, like from the beginning of the game as well, because it's like the full-on collector's edition. And it's a game that I've always wanted. Think of a dude like Geralt. He looks like Geralt, but he plays like Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. There you go. Right. That's what you got. That's what you got with this game. And I am mad looking forward to this game. I really am. So.
But you already played it. Did you finish it already?
No, I didn't play it. I have Nier, remember, on the PS4. I don't have Nioh.
They got the names are too similar, and they came out around the same time.
They are, and they did release like 3 weeks apart or something like that. So yeah, they came out really, really close together. But I am really, really excited about it, y'all, because it's called the Complete Edition, and it comes with the 3 expansions: Dragon of the North, Defiant Honor, and Bloodshed's End. So I have a link to it in the show notes if you're interested in looking at it. But look, man, I'm really excited about that, man. I like this trend. I like the fact that more people can get more of the gaming experiences. And like Def was saying today in the chat, like, look, I really hope Horizon Zero Dawn comes to PC, because imagine that bad boy on PC. That would be ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm really interested in a game also.
Really?
I'm really interested in a game. I think I'm gonna buy Destiny for Xbox, but I'm really interested.
I'm so disappointed right now. But go right ahead. Destiny for Xbox, huh? You like it that much, huh? Anyone try Persona 5? You know, I haven't tried it just because it was something I wanted to do, but
that's Chase's jam though.
That is Chase's jam. Yeah, and that's Show Nuff's jam as well.
Persona is the reason why his PlayStation didn't get stolen.
Right.
So
he took it with him to go play. That
right.
Yeah,
right.
on his vacation. So yeah, man, I really wanted to play it, Keith. I'm not much on turn-based, but I really like Persona, and I like their anime is legit, and I really like that studio's just sense of humor, and so I really want to get into it, but I really don't have 90 hours right now.
Okay. Well, first of all, Keith, you were talking about a grenade launcher that dropped cluster bombs. Was that something that you got in a mission, or something that was just a random drop? Holla at your boy.
Because Mike need to know. He need to get that.
I'm gonna need to know.
Leave it in his mailbox.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I have with Destiny 2 right now.
We're going back to Destiny? Oh, man.
This is the problem that I have with Destiny 2 right now. It's the thing I've done the most this week. Let's be honest. This thing I've done the most this week. I didn't play Destiny 1 enough to get a whole bunch of like exotics and such.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know you can only have one exotic equipped at a time, one armor exotic and one weapon exotic, and that's it. And I got like a bunch of exotics, but I can only use one at a time. What kind of nonsense is that?
Well, you just throw it in the vault and you hold on to it when you need it.
I don't want to do that. I want to wear all my good stuff. I want to wear all my good stuff.
I know it, man. You in purple though. You in purple. I don't know what it is about you.
No, I got a blue New Monarchy robe. That's sweet. I signed up with New Monarchy because New Monarchy is the shiznit. Their clothes are awesome, and it makes me look awesome, and I feel awesome.
Okay.
If I look good on the outside, I feel good on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Warlock supremacy.
See, we were fine until you took it to right there. He threw it the west side.
Warlock supremacy.
Warlock threw it west side, dog. I didn't throw it west side. Okay, so hey, you got anything else? Because we're about to get out of here. I need to get out of here early. We can get out of here early.
Yeah, I'm a warlock person.
Really?
I know people say that this stands for white power, but I'm a warlock person.
Where I'm from in the hood, that stands for something different.
Your hood? What kind of hood?
I told you I grew up around Crips, so that looks like BK in my hood.
No, I got the extra fingers. What are you talking about? It's the extra fingers.
Gang sounds something different, see? The way you threw them up is different. In my hood, it looks like that. That's different. So, anyway. Different hoods.
Okay. Not gonna do that no more.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know.
The last thing we need is for that to be the still for the image.
No, the still for the image is gonna be my broken mailbox, son.
For some reason, you know that the last Barack Obama is me doing this.
Is it real?
It definitely is me doing this. So I'm gonna need to not do that.
I can change that, man.
No, you gotta change it. You know what? The best thing about it is, it actually is a still frame of me wearing that shirt I was supposed to wear that day because I wanted to make sure that I wore the shirt that day.
And it was in there. Yeah. It normally gives me 3 options. I can always go into a different program that I have and take a custom thumbnail of any thumbnail in there, of any moment in the video. But I don't always do that. So, but all right, man. Well, that's cool because I'm really looking forward to get up out of here, man. So get your shout outs in so we can get up out of this piece and shut her down.
Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. This was fun as always. I know you got to go, but this was fun. So shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody who's going to be listening to this, whether now on later on YouTube or on the feed. We appreciate y'all. Send some feedback. I like feedback.
Absolutely. Look, I concur. I cannot disagree with that. Look, I want to give a shout out to Keith, formerly known as Rogue Spear, Terry, aka Timo HOU 87.
What are you talking about? He said what sucks is when you get the same gun 3 times. No, you get a good gun for all 3 of your characters, dog. Blue.
That's optimistic. Shout outs to Terrence, aka Rasta Killer, Jason, aka J O'Malley, and Danny.
Pause.
Right. For dropping in live with this other shout outs. Look, man, still praying for Geek Williams' moms. You know, praying for his family, praying for, you know, things go his way. Praying and many shout outs to all the folks that listen to work, man. All the cats that listen to work. Darren, John, JP, Ryan. Shout outs to Everyday Gamers who put out there last week was like, you know, OFR did a really good job talking about, you know, the kneeling and stuff. And, you know, it's really well thought out. I'm like, well, you know, there's another show that does that too.
One more. I got one
more. Right. So
another one.
Right. And the beef was like, well, you know, they were the best kept secret. So I'm like, cool, that's what's up. So, but
know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, right? So, but no, seriously, very many shout outs to everybody out there. Shout outs to Open Form Radio, man. Them all my boys. J O'Malley comes in, and normally my boy Slasher used to get in here, so I think we must be catching him on his double shifts, because normally he get to pull in double shifts around the holidays. So, but yeah, man, and mad shout outs to Gaming Vessels. I want them to know, because my boy Show Enough listens to the show. I want to know I'm going to be working on his their little trailer and stuff for OFR like tonight, and I'll shoot that out to him.
Wait, did you just kind of disparage their trailer? Oh, I'm gonna be working on their little trailer. Like,
no. I said little because it's literally 30 seconds to a minute of me talking.
I'm gonna need you to say that better, because you made it seem like
okay.
That was a little condescending in the manner in which you spoke it.
Well, it didn't mean to be condescending. I meant it as a reflection of the amount of time required to produce it. How about that? So I am going to record them at like a little after teaser and trailer. I'm actually going to try to do that for all our shows. It's been a while since I did it. It wasn't since last summer, I think, since I did that. So I'm going to have to do it again, because guess what? We don't really have one. So might help if we did that. So, but everybody, thank you so much for watching and or listening to Facetious 91. Goodness, 91, Mike. And I'm looking, and there are like a lot of posts on the Facetious account. Like this would be post 99 on the Facetious YouTube. So it is what it is. But thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it.
What are we gonna do for 100?
I could tell you, I know for sure next week I got one of my coworkers. We'll probably bring him into the call. He'll be able to stay in for just a second, because he wants to talk some stuff. He wants to talk some 45 stuff. So we'll have some. I told him we want to give it a break this week, but he got a lot of stuff. He gave me a list of like 7 things, just real short thoughts. So I figured we could do that, because I really ain't got a chance to talk about these tax cuts.
How you got beef with Puerto Rico, dog?
Hey, we're gonna hold on to it, dog. We're gonna hold on to it.
Like it's like almost every day I say out loud, just hoping that 45 would hear. Like, what is you doing? Like every day is something new, and I just say out loud, what is you doing?
Look, man, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, but we're gonna try to hash it out next week with my boy Yancey from work. Hopefully he'll get in through here, and then we can try to get Double A back on again at some point. So at any rate, y'all, hey, look, thanks for listening. We'll be back in you again next week. Y'all be safe this week. Peace out to the Warriors.
Peace out to the Warriors.
And guard your mailbox.